Hi. So, homework day 3 just in one go with the other video today. Mm. Mm. So, to explain this, we had the homework was to make a video, something we know we can share, how to overcome, share the story, something like this. The first part was just to it was broken down in 3 steps. So the first one was just to make a concept. Yeah. um, um, so concept shared with the group, something like this. Second part I forgot, and the last part is to make a video about this. And by the way, this is no script or anything, just flows out of me. Yeah, my human design is the manifesting generator. So basically, I mean, the name says it all. Yeah, no, I just have energy out of myself without taking it from others. So no script, nothing. The video is going to be, as I will put it in the title, but porn addiction, which is it's a very big demon, and we fought long battles and very ugly battles. For mm. So to share my story. We see if I can get him to come over here. The bird I'm speaking to right now. So porn addiction, yeah. And I don't want to go into much details now, but something to me happened when I was young that was not okay. So I already grew up with an early developed sexuality, to put it this way. Yeah. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I would try to sneak up to the computer room and Google for sex and naked women and things like this. Even one time I told, well, we were all up in the computer room working for some kind of, don't know what it was. I told my teacher, oh, I need to go down to the other computer. We had computers in our classroom as well. By the way, I was in the rainbow class. I would tell her some story that I have to go down because it's better internet, something like this. I don't know. And then I went down there and also tried to go on YouTube and be like, sex, blah, this, and my I was a lot alone at home back then. My parents got me when I was when they were very young. They were my age now when they got me. So I was home alone a lot, and yeah, my mom was still studying medicine at that time. And yeah, medicine. My dad was doing the same, but then he became a smith, which he's not doing anymore today, which is very sad. But yeah, a smith, artisan smith. Made really nice. Showed me one time one property, all around big metal, beautiful fence that they made in his forge. Yeah. Okay, so Home Alone a lot. I remember the first time I got exposed to porn was I was alone. Don't know how old I was at that time. No, 11. Around, I think 10, 11 it was. And yeah, my mom set me in front of the computer. Said like, watch one movie. It was on a website back then where you could watch everything without paying. And yeah, there was never any porn pop-ups or anything like this before. But yeah, she went, said like, after the movie I will be back. I watched the movie. Okay, she wasn't back yet, so I was looking for another movie, and all of a sudden, yeah, this pop-up came with a woman, black-haired, beautiful, but faked it, stroking her breast like this. Yeah, and I was like, oh. And started using the internet for what you shouldn't use it. No, definitely not. It's also like, you have these age restrictions, or you are 18, yes or no. Um, yeah, yeah, it's not nice. It's not good. It's also not healthy. Not at all, especially at a young age. It fucks up your brain in so many ways. Like really melts your brain, especially if you do it hardcore. And yeah, this more affects men than women, because for us it's like the testosterone, and when a woman gets pregnant, she takes 9 months until she can get pregnant again, but the man can impregnate an unlimited amount of women. And it's the dopamine that kicks. Yeah, the dopamine. And dopamine is something, it gets used up and then it has to restore itself. And for every ejaculation you have as a man, it takes up to 3 months until you restore yourself from that amount of testosterone and energy that you lost in that process. And yeah, I've struggled with this for a long time. I'm still like today. I can't say it's like in the past or something like this. We still have like moments where I have the urge, or then I look at it when I feel, in moments where I feel like very alone and something comes up in me. It's like, oh, just fuck it, blah. But yeah, it's rarely now. A lot rarer, or very rare. Only in yeah, certain trigger points, I guess. This feeling of being alone and not worthy of love, and you look for it somewhere else. You look for this instant dopamine kick in that moment. And yeah, so I've been doing this for a long time. I know what I'm talking about. it affects your brain, by the way, in the same way as a heroin addiction or something like this. It's the same, does the same thing to your brain. And every picture you see when you scroll, every naked woman, every vagina, whatever, instantly kicks dopamine in you, because you're like, oh, okay, but it's not real. It's not a real woman. You're just looking at a bloody screen. And so it gets used up, not even when you jerk off, just by looking at this. And pictures worth I don't know what, but the video is worth a million pictures, something like this. And yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of shame connected with it, because I had no internet access. When I was alone, I would go on the computer, look for porn, delete the history from my parents. I mean, the computer back then, and sneak it around. Oh, how can I masturbate? Downloading porn when we went on holidays on my phone at that time. Even watching it on my I had like a console, a PS Vita with internet access. And I know I was at my grandma's house, 14 something like this, at this console, and we were sitting in her office. More than one person, I think my aunt or something like this, I don't know, who else was there, and they were talking. I was sitting in the corner and looking over the browser at porn. And I always, because I have this core trauma where I abandoned my body, and I'm a highly sensitive person, not just because of the trauma, I'm just anyways. And my parents brought up all these things that I think now I lost the point a bit. What was I talking about? More. I was always until the point where I went to New Zealand. In that sense, I was always more in survival mode than actually living and escaping into video games and pornography. Also, I was always very unfocused, struggling at school, never had enough energy, and brain fog. They still overstimulate my brain sometimes with these things, not pornography, but watching a movie or something like this. But overstimulation. You have no dopamine left, and the real world doesn't give you the same kick of what you see on the screen, and you lack it, and you lose your creativity and all these benefits, all these good things that makes you. Also, it's not real what you see in the it's not real what you see on the screen. And it changes the view how you. In my first relationship, the sex would have been a lot different if I would have never consumed any porn. And it was beautiful the way it was. It was not like I choked someone or something like this, but the view how I see it now was back then, there was this influence in it, definitely. And masturbate. Oh, that's nice. It's like a little head. And some stages I masturbated 3-4 times a day, even longer. Or go to bed before sleep. I can sleep better. Great. And it is what it is. Also, one more thing, because it works like an addiction, like any other addiction. Your dopamine gets used up. The more you do it for longer periods of times, you know, at some stage the picture of a naked woman won't give you the same kick anymore, and you look for more, and it goes always deeper like this. And then at some stage you end up at gay porn or tranny porn, and you get hard on, and you're like, oh, what's happening right now? Am I gay? Then no, I'm not gay. Fuck. It's just because I've been brainwashed over so many years. Yeah. So enough about this, about the story behind it. In New Zealand, this came up for me, NoFap, because I wanted to, like, I never want to have the same heartbreak I had with this first relationship ever again, because it ended the way that I was 1 week away on holiday, scuba diving in Croatia with my dad, and I came back, and at first she didn't really said anything, blah blah blah. I was happier without you in this 1 week, and then I got really depressed, really upset and really depressed. Also, like, we spent a lot of time together, like, you know, it's good that it ended this way. It would have not set me up for the journey this journey I went through, you know. Don't know if I would have went to New Zealand or not. But yeah, 1 week after, my best friend at that time came by and come, let's go outside for a walk, I tell you, blah. No, let's just have some good time together. And we went out, and he told me the whole story, and that she left me for him, basically, and yeah, a whole bunch of bullshit, to put it this way. And I never wanted to experience this ever again. I wanted to have a good relationship, healthy, with a woman that will give me lots of children, one day. And yeah, I wanted to improve this. I wanted to improve myself to get a good relationship. That was the starting point. And then I came on to NoFap, and what it does to yourself, what the benefits are. And that's something, you know, if you don't ejaculate, your testosterone and all the life force energy, because that's what it is. It's the energy in you that creates life. And yeah, one more thing, also for all the women who do this stuff, and especially the young ones, who don't really seem to think about, one day when I'm 30 something and my beauty will fade away a little bit, and they do this all their life, and then they try to find a good man, and no good man will look at this and will say, yeah, I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna marry you, you had 200 dicks in you and I want to have children with you. No, that won't happen. Like, if you're lucky, yeah, maybe, but yeah, no, it's not good. And if nobody would do this and nobody would consume it, it would die out, and it would be better this way, 100%. Also, like, you know, all this other thing, it leads to child pornography and what else. I don't want to go more into this, but yeah, young women are whoring themselves out for a few bucks. And it's every man who consumes this, he gives away his life force energy and will never find a woman in his life and a mate, because it doesn't make you attractive to throw this out. You know, you have less testosterone, less energy, and the testosterone you accumulate by not masturbating. Some stage, I think at week 2, something like this, you will feel like that the women around you, they will react differently to you. You know, you will be a lot more magnetic and attractive, because they can sense it subconsciously, consciously, that you're a potent man. And also every woman is sacred, more sacred even than men in that way, because they are the portals that bring new life into this planet, into this realm. I can't do that. Only a woman can do that. Even though I'm not less, because we are different. But that's good this way. And if we both genders in this sense are in our power, and we just work together instead of this, or the woman needs to be like a man and the man is bad for being a man. It doesn't work. It's not healthy. It's not good. We need to have good women in there. That we step into our powers in the good way, not in a twisted way. Yeah, no fap. That changed a lot for me. I got my focus back. I used to be fat. I even have like, here you can see this stretch marks. Over 100 kilos at some stage, and yeah. All of this changed when I really committed to it for, I think at that time I did it like 2-3 months, and yeah, I got fit. I worked in construction at that time, so I did workouts anyways every day. I had enough energy to do this job because I was containing myself, and yeah, it's a good thing. It really is a good thing, even though it's not simple. And as I said, I'm still, because it always comes up, the testosterone, and especially what I have to say to this as well, you get a lot of benefits out of it. And I'm already talking 22 minutes, so maybe if there's interested in this more, I will talk more about the benefits and go deeper into this topic. But yeah, lots of benefits. Makes you more attractive, more energy, more focus, all of these things. But on the other hand, also you're so focused and so energetic, you can't keep up with normal bullshit anymore. You're just like, you hear something and you know this bullshit, you just, doesn't work for me, no, go away. You call people out on that, and you get an intense power and energy, which makes it hard sometimes to just sit down and rest. And it's like always it's like you're just seeing a row of nails and you're just hammering them in without stopping. And when I'm doing this for longer periods of times, it's also hard for me to just sleep. I mean, I need less sleep, but it's hard to just lay down and calm down and actually go into the period of sleeping. So yeah, I'm not saying this is the only way and never masturbate or something like this, but if you do masturbate, do it with your fantasy, not looking at videos, something like this. It's way better and way healthier. And use it as a tool, basically, if you want to calm yourself down, do whatever you want. If you don't have a woman right now, or you feel like, oh, my energy is too much, I need to take a step back to get on the same level again as the people around me. But yeah, use it as a tool to, if you need the energy, you need the power to go through your mission and your day, then use it. And if you feel like, no, I need to come down like this, and yeah, it's not easy to get to that point because you've been doing it probably for a long time. And I mean, I'm not even sure who watches this video. Maybe most of my audience doesn't even struggle with this, but at this point, I mean, at least. But yeah, one tool that worked for me is to go down from videos, take steps back, and at the end of my time, or the end of this period where I was really going full on, I watched, and just to make this clear, I'm still not gay, but I watched sissy hypno pornography, so really mind-bending, twisted stuff where there's lots of videos and images and things like this cutted behind each other, for example, and subliminal messages and stuff like this in there. So it's really like, it's not called without a reason hypno, because that's what it does. It hypnotizes you and does something to your unconscious. So breaking it down, going back from videos, smaller videos, further down that you go back to images, and then when this is giving you something again, then at some stage you go down from images and just using your fantasy, if you feel the urge to do masturbate. Sex is a different topic than masturbation. And another thing, when I get an urge or something like this, go and take a cold shower. Yeah, this is not only good for your health and for your testosterone, because it increases it and helps you burn fat, and a lot of really good, amazing health benefits by doing cold showers. And yeah, also gets rid of the urge, clears your mind in that moment. That worked really well for me. Meditation, of course, meditating. And really, in the moment when you get an urge, you know, once you have it open, it's too late, and you start touching yourself, and it's not good. So if you get the urge, do something. 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups, go have a cold shower. In that moment when you feel it, okay, I want to do something to use the life force energy in a different way, like putting this energy into making workouts and getting your body in shape and things like this. And if you go through your day and you use up your energy and you work, for example, and you're up around the whole day, and then you come home and you eat something, or you still have enough energy, you go for a jog, 30 minutes, something like this, you know that you are powerful. And I'm talking to the man right now in this moment because of the testosterone. And yeah, this is the whole thing, to redirect this energy so you can use it, so you can use your creativity and you can create life force energy, creating energy, power, the biggest energy we have, I think, in our system. It's the life force energy, not just for the sexual thing, but also for every other aspect. And yeah, work on getting access to the energies in your body, and listen to your body and how to redirect energies into different paths. I promise you will get so much further in your life if you use the things as tools and not to distract yourself, or I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing with yourself. Pornography won't help with it. And even masturbation, not for pleasure, but as a tool. And if you do this and you keep working on yourself, and you're conscious and you're reflecting on your issues, I promise you, you will attract a good woman into your life that will give you lots of children and lots of love, and that is loyal to you. And Yeah, because you deserve it. You don't deserve this BS of sitting in front of a screen, feeling lonely, touching yourself. Oh, you could do it in a beautiful woman. It's as simple as that. So this is already 30 minutes. Thank you for listening if you made it up until this point. And yeah, I love you. Hare Krishna. Yeah, finally not behind with the homework. You. So very excited for day 4 now and what this will bring. And yeah, I see you soon.